Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills. Well, I have been suffering lately with allergies. I don't know where they came from all of a sudden, but it appears to me now that I'm allergic to something, and I'm not quite sure what. I know that I was allergic to mold and dust. You know, a lot of dusty and moldy places really bothered me, but you know, you could just walk away from those or clean it up, and that's resolved. But for some reason this year I have developed an allergy to something. I have no idea what, and yet it's springtime, and I understand that allergies are pretty prevalent in the spring from the pollen in the air. And yeah, I tried to do a video last week and I was so hoarse and I had to clear my throat constantly. I couldn't, I mean, I'm hoarse as it is, but it was really bad. So I decided, you know, it was painful for me. It'll be painful for anyone trying to listen to me. So I didn't post a video at all. But anyway, after sneezing and drippy nose and misery, I decided that, yeah, it's likely an allergy and I should try to get some medication for it. So I went out and got some antihistamines, and this is probably the third day now that I'm on antihistamines, and it's resolving some of the symptoms, which is good. You know, it's controlling them. I can speak a little clearer, and I'm not sneezing constantly. I have the odd sneeze, but you know, not ongoing. So yeah, it's a little bit under control, which is good, and hopefully it'll pass fairly quickly. I understand spring is bad for allergies, but it never has been for me. I've always loved the spring. Something new. Anyway, I have been in my garden, and I have been cleaning up a little patch. I mean, last year I basically ignored the thing because of our trips back and forth down south, looking at places, buying it, and then having inspectors and showing up for the inspection, and then having to go down to actually purchase, you know, close the deal. So yeah, we wanted to do a lot of that in person, so we back and forth so many times that my garden was just an absolute disaster. And even one of my garden neighbors said, "This isn't you," but he was accustomed to seeing me there every day and looking after the place. And it is the kind of garden that you do have to spend some time every day, because you have fields nearby where weeds just blow over and the grass just grows, and it grows into your garden if you don't keep an eye on it. So yes, it does need work. And today I was cleaning out a little patch that had thistles and grass had taken over. And I also had horseradish planted in that area. So yes, one of the girls who took over a new plot, apparently she was incredulous that, oh, I'm just pulling out all these great big roots and it's full of them. And it turns out it was horseradish, and she didn't know it, and she was just tossing it out. And I asked her for a piece, and this was about 4 years ago, 4 years ago. Anyway, she gave me a piece of horseradish. She didn't care. She was throwing it out and throwing it over the fence, trying to get rid of it. And I planted some, and today I dug some up because of all the weeds growing around it, and replanted, but also took some root home. So I'll be making some horseradish for Mark, and I've made it once before. And I know that you better be outside making it, because it is an extremely strong, it'll clean your sinuses in no time at all. So yeah, I'm not in a hurry to make it. I've got to remind myself what the process is, because I've only made it once before, and be conscious that it is a really pungent aroma. And I'll make some for him, and likely for his fishing buddy as well, because I've got a lot of root here. So I've been doing that as well. Yesterday I had decided that I was finally tired of trying to fit into jeans that no longer fit me, and I was just miserable putting them on, and it just seems like I've gone up a size and I've gone up another size, and I'm not a big person. And it's really not that I've gained a lot of weight. Yeah, I guess I have. I've put on 20 pounds since menopause, but still I'm not a heavy girl. I was 100 pounds and now I'm over 120. So, but the problem is it's just all in the belly. And I don't even have hips. It's just all in the belly. And trying to find clothes that fit, you know. Anyway, I decided not to struggle with it, get something that will fit around my waistline, and to heck with the fact that it might be baggy at the hips. It really doesn't matter. At this point, I just want comfort, and I don't want to worry about being in pain because I'm trying to get into jeans that don't fit. So I ended up with good old Levi's 501s, high rise. I mean, they were in style before, and the straight legs. You know, you keep these things for 20, 30, 40 years and everything comes back in style. And unfortunately, I didn't do that. But anyway, I have all kinds of other jeans, various sizes that are still in great shape, and I'm reluctant to get rid of them, hoping that one day my belly will disappear. I call it my COVID belly, because that is when I developed it. It was just from being locked in and not having enough exercise, and it's been difficult to get rid of. But anyway, I'll work on getting rid of it this year still, but meanwhile, I'm not going to be miserable in clothes that don't fit me. And you can't wear dresses when it's cold, and today is the first warm day here. I could probably start wearing dresses and something loose and comfortable now, but normally I live in jeans. And yesterday my daughter came by with a couple of trail cameras for me because she had purchased them, and for some reason I guess she thought she could use them, but her property is not that large and really probably of no value to her, but to me on the Alabama property they would come in handy. So she brought them to me, and I worked on learning how to use them and set them up, and all was great. And I spent a good hour or so with my darling little girl. And of course she brings me other things as well, but the trail cameras was the big one. And I'm talking about chocolate bars, which she really shouldn't bring me, but she does. Have to rehydrate. Should drink lots of water when you're working out. Anyway, we are in the throes of getting the final paperwork that we need in place. Mark and I both got new passports. They were coming due this year. Would have been fine for this next trip that we're taking in the summer, but probably not after that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. We both decided to get them done. And so that's, that took a couple of weeks to get them back, and that's fine. We got them back in time. We're good to go. That's prepped. That's ready. And there's other paperwork that, see, my throat's still not quite right. There's other paperwork that Mark is working to, that he's waiting for responses for, and to make sure everything is in place before we take a trip down south. But that's where we're at. Anyway, the weather is finally beautiful. I shouldn't be indoors. I have been out all morning, and I'm going to post this video, and if I have time, I will likely go out again. So maybe at the thrift store. It's been a little while since I found anything worthwhile there, so we'll see what we can do. Anyway, this is Tony from Her Homestead Skills. Talk to you real soon. Bye for now.